Hello everyone, welcome to a new lesson. Today our lesson is on communicative functions or communication. Most of the time we use them in speaking. Okay, so let's first understand what do we need to know for this lesson. Okay, so when we want to express something in communication, we need some expressions before we say what we have. Okay, it's like telling somebody, for example, if you say in my opinion, now I show you that I want to give my opinion. So we have two things to look at. We have the expression and we have what comes after the expression. Okay, we are going to go slowly and we will try to understand how to use the functions. The first one is expressing opinion. Okay, the second one, it's called agreeing and disagreeing. I put them together because they are interrelated. So sometimes you have a lesson for expressing opinion and another lesson for agreeing and disagreeing. But most of the time, we agree or disagree with an opinion, okay? With a certain opinion of somebody. It can be an action, etc., but most of the time it's opinion. So today we are going to see expressing or giving opinion, asking about opinion. Then we have agreeing and disagreeing. There are expressions that we can use. You can choose between these, they are the same. It's just some of them are formal, some are informal. Okay? So let's start with giving opinion. If you want to give your opinion, you say, in my opinion, and you give your opinion. We are going to say an example by the end. Okay? I think that. And all the time we need a sentence after here. I think that. I believe that. As far as I'm concerned, this is a little bit formal. From my point of view, it seems to me that. Also, these three are formal. For me, it's informal. Okay, for me, and we give our opinion. We will come back to that after we finish the lesson. We will come back to examples that we have here. Now we'll move to asking about opinion. You want to ask somebody about his opinion. You say, what do you think? For example, what do you think of confinement? What do you think of coronavirus? Etc. What's your opinion about? What's your opinion about distance learning? An example. What's your point of view? In your opinion, and we give a sentence. For example, in your opinion, should we close schools or not? Depends. In your point of view, again, it's the same. Okay? Then we have agreeing and disagreeing. So you can agree with somebody. You can say, I agree with you. I share the same idea. Or I share the same opinion. It's the same one. I think so. For example, I think that we are succeeding with distance learning. The other one will say, I think so, which means he or she agrees with me. I couldn't agree more. It means I really agree with you. Okay? I couldn't agree more, which means I am with you in the same opinion. It's like it touched me, so I can't agree more. It's like we say, you have taken my words, which means I wanted to say them, but you say them first, so I can't agree more. Yes, of course, also is an expression of agreeing. Then we have disagreeing. When you don't agree with somebody, you can say, I disagree with you. I don't share the same idea, the same opinion. This is more formal. I don't agree with you again. I disagree with you here. And here, I don't agree with you. Here, you're wrong. This is a little bit strong when you say to somebody, you're wrong. Okay? So, we can say it if it is informal, but sometimes, especially in informal settings, we can't say it. Okay? We have to be respectful to others, so we need to use, for example, I don't share the same idea and so on. Before we continue to the examples, there are just certain things to explain that you need to understand, especially if you are dealing with an exam question. In an exam question, we have two types of questions that you can encounter. The first one is very simple. It's you just identify which function is it. For example, if I say in my point of view, you know that this is giving an opinion. If I say what is your opinion, this is asking about opinion. If you find, for example, I share the same idea, yes, this is agreeing. I don't share the same idea, I don't share your opinion, this is disagreeing. So this is the first element or the first type of questions. The second type of questions is that they will ask you to write a short dialogue. Okay? For example, I will give you a sentence. I can say, for example, we need to give all the students in rural areas equipments that they need in order to make distance learning successful. What do you think? Express your opinion. You will find it between brackets. Express your opinion. Okay? Or agree, disagree. So you have to give first the expression and then you give your words. You need to complete. For example, if you say, in my opinion, yes, what is your opinion? You need to complete that. Okay, so this is, if it comes with an exam question. Now, the second element that I want to draw your attention to is the following. Okay, especially for agreeing. Sometimes there is what we call partly agreeing. You agree, but there is something you don't agree with. So you can simply say, I agree with you, but, and you explain why. I agree with you, but. I share the same idea, but. However. Okay? Yet. Depends on which one you use. Now let's look at some examples and we will try to see how we do that. So here we have Rashid, Sarah, and Hassan. 3 people. Rashid says, in my opinion, students should be allowed to use mobile phones at school. In my opinion, students should be allowed to use mobile phones at school. Sarah says, I agree with you. It's part of ICT. ICT here means information and communication technology. So mobile phone is one of them. Okay? I agree with you. It's part of ICT. Look at Hassan. What did Hassan say? I don't share the same idea. He says, I don't share the same idea. Why? Students use them in playing games and chatting. Okay? In playing games and chatting. So, we have 3 people speaking. One gives his opinion, that's Rashid. Sarah says, I agree with you, and Hassan does not agree. So these are certain things we can say about communication and especially about expressing opinions or agreeing and disagreeing. This is a question for you. What do you think about this? Students should be allowed to use mobile phones at school. Can you give me your opinion at the comment section below? What do you think? Do you agree, disagree, etc.? So, this is the lesson for today. We will meet in another lesson. See you. And if you still have questions, don't forget to put them at the comment section. I would be very happy to answer. Bye.